everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Jen and I'm glad you're here. Today we are going through what's in my Disney park bag as a childless millennial. It is just me and my husband Alex that we pack for and for all the things that we bring into the parks. I'm going to be going through the different bags that I like to use, as well as all the things I like to bring with me and have on hand when I'm spending a full day at the park. There are a few bags that I have as my go-to to carry all this stuff that I am bringing with me. It might look like a lot of stuff, which I'll get into, but it actually fits all really well into these different bags. The first type of bag that I have been loving lately are these canvas tote bags. Now this one has a beautiful Disney castle on it, and actually a friend of mine made it for me using her Cricut, and it just turned out so great. I just love it so much. The only con to using this type of bag I find is that it is open. There's no zipper, no compartments. So if you happen to knock the bag over when it's on the ground or drop it, everything's gonna fall out of it. So you have to be really careful and watchful of that, but it does fit a lot. If I'm going to be staying in the parks for a full day and I need to be bringing a lot of stuff, I will bring a backpack that's just like this. I love it because it's Toy Story themed and I just love the pattern so much. It's very colorful and fun. It's just like any other backpack. You have a giant compartment in there. And then you have a smaller front pocket here, which I like to put smaller things and more accessible things in the front. I like using a bigger bag like this if we're going to be staying in the park for basically the whole day, like a 12-hour day, and not going back to the hotel. I could bring a change of shoes if I needed to. I could bring a change of clothes, and it could just fit everything in here, snacks as well. It just fits so much. So it's really useful on a full park day. Then there is the Old Faithful, the Loungefly backpacks. This one is a Bambi themed. I absolutely love Bambi so much. I got this on one of my last trips and it is just so great. I love the design. And these bags can fit so much, and I love that about them because they look small, but again, you can like fit in so many things. It has one big compartment there and then the smaller front compartment there that I usually throw, like, again, the smaller things in. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have the side pockets like some of the Loungefly backpacks do. So something to keep in mind when I'm carrying things. If I need to put my phone away quickly, I'll either use the front pocket, or just to be on the safe side, I'll usually put it in here. And then the last bag that I like to have are these small little crossbody bags. It's great if you're just going back into the park for a few hours, and then I can just bring, like, you know, my wallet and other little things in here. And it's great because it's right up against my body and I can easily get things quickly in and out. And it's also super secure and it's not going anywhere when I'm moving all around and getting in and out of rides and all that. So those are the bags that I like to use. And now I'll show you all the things that I'm fitting into these bags. So I'll start with the smaller stuff that I'm usually putting in, like the smaller pouches, or I'll be keeping in this smaller crossbody bag. So the wallets I like to use this small wallet here. It has a nice little Bambi design on it. And I like to use this in addition to another wallet, which is this one, which holds all my cards. In here, if I have US cash, I like to keep it separate. So I'll just throw it in here and I put US coins in there as well, and it has a zipper on top so it keeps everything nice and secure. And then I have this other one. It's like a card holder and it's really cute. Again, Bambi themed. If you haven't noticed already, I love Bambi. But this I use just to keep all my credit cards and other cards that I might need on the trip. And it does have a slot for coins, but it's not very secure. Like, it doesn't have a zipper on top and it's not very easy to get coins in and out, and it doesn't hold a lot. So this I kind of just use as cards only. I like to bring along some tissues. These come in really handy if you have allergies like I do, or for any like quick cleanups or anything like that. These are always great to have on hand. I also like to bring a gum with me into the parks if I'm feeling like I might just want something to chew on or freshen my breath. As you might know, Disney Parks does not sell gum on site, so if you are a gum chewer, make sure you are bringing this with you. Hand sanitizer, always having this on hand because I'm touching so many things when I'm at the parks and you don't know who else has been touching them, so you might not always have access to a bathroom really quickly if you want to have like a quick snack or something. So this is great, and I particularly like this one because it's actually a moisturizing one, which is great, and it smells really good. It's sunshine and lemons. Smells so good. So it's very nice to have these on hand. This one is from Bath and Body Works, which is great. And they're such a nice little compact size, so they fit into your pocket or like the pouches really, really easily. If there is one thing that I cannot survive without, it is lip balm. I must have lip balm with me at all times. I am addicted to this stuff. Let me tell you, I will have one in my pocket, I'll have one in my bag, and then I'll have another one in another place in the bag just to make sure that I have a backup for my backup. This is one essential that I cannot leave the hotel without, and I will always have it on hand. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna put some on right now. So great. Getting back to hands, I like to have hand cream. This one is actually from the Disney resort. Sometimes they'll have them in your hotel room, and this one's almost done. So I'm excited that I'm going back soon so I can restock, hopefully. It's very important to me to bring hand cream because I have such dry skin. Even in the hot, humid weather of Florida, I somehow still have dry skin, but it's very important for me to bring this along. It's in a nice size as well. It's not too giant or too heavy, so I like to always have this on hand if you have dry skin like me. I like to bring a backup pair of contact lenses just in case maybe the contacts that I'm wearing, one of them falls out, or my eyes start to get really irritated from the other contacts that I had put in from the morning, so then I can switch out to a fresh pair. These are dailies, so that is why I can easily do that. A stain remover pen. Let me tell you, these are a lifesaver if you are someone who is kind of messy, or if you happen to drop something down the front of you, spill coffee, or have some chocolate on you, any sort of stain. This will at least have a quick solution so it doesn't totally set. It won't get it. I find it doesn't fully get it out, but at least it's not like fully ruining your clothes. And for my husband, Alex, stains are his nemesis, so we always want to have one of these on hand. Also, sun protection is super important when you're in Florida out in the sun all day. So sunscreen, definitely a priority to bring along with us. I am usually putting it on obviously before we leave the hotel room, but it's important to reapply throughout the day, especially if you're gone for a long period of time. I will bring something like this, and I also have one for my face as well. So I just like to have this on hand just in case. Medication wise, I like to bring at least one pain reliever. If you're someone prone to motion sickness tablets or medication to have on hand is great. Some will cause drowsiness more than others. Like for example, I have this bonine, I think is the only one. This is one that you can get in the States. So if you're Canadian, Gravol would be your equivalent. I also have Dramamine, which is less drowsy. And then I also have like a more natural one, which is this Gravol Ginger. I kind of have a whole bunch of anti-nausea medications as a backup or under my arsenal because I hate feeling nauseous. I hate, the whole process of feeling sick and that. And I just don't want it to ruin my Disney day. So I will definitely either be taking it before I get to the parks, or if I know I'm going to be going on a ride that causes motion sickness, like Guardians of the Galaxy or any of the simulator rides like Star Tours, I'm going to just pop one of those and then hopefully my day won't be ruined. Pepto-Bismol is another one. These are great little capsules that you can just swallow, so they're super portable in that regard, but if you know, it's better to have it than not because you never know when an upset stomach will hit you. Band-Aids. Band-Aids are a really useful thing to have on hand. Sometimes you might get a cut. These are in particular are for blisters. These are so important to have when you're walking around the parks. Hopefully you're not wearing new shoes because that is not something I would recommend doing. But if you are walking around and you're starting to get that heat rash or blisters forming, you can quickly throw on one of these, and I find they relieve a blister so much. So then you can continue walking around the parks and not be in horrible pain. Another thing I find that is really helpful for blisters is this Body Glide. It's like a nice little stick that you just pop on and put on like your feet or anywhere that you're feeling that it's rubbing up against you. Same with like chafing. If you chafe anywhere, you can rub this on and it'll really help that as well. Since I have long hair, I like to bring a couple extra hair ties. Maybe I start the day with my hair down and then it gets too hot. I just want to be able to throw it up in a ponytail really, really quickly. And then also too, if I end up like losing a hair tie or the one that I'm wearing breaks, then I have some backups. I also found this really cute scrunchie and it has the Mickey ears on it and a cute little bow. I love it so much. I'm very excited to wear this. I actually like this too because if I want to wear a hat like this one or more of a plain hat, and then I could wear this in my ponytail and still have the ears. So I thought that was really, really cute. Another reason to bring elastics is so I can have my Noimos with me. These guys are new for me. I am very excited to bring them along with me into the parks. You can attach them to your bag. This was a tip that I learned actually from watching Katie Brown. I will leave her channel linked down below, but basically to attach your little Noimo to your bag, you just wrap the elastic around on one arm, and then it goes around the back of the strap and then around to the other side there. And then he's on there, nice and secure. I love that idea so much because at first I was like, how do people keep these Noimos on their bags? Like there's no way to attach them. And then I thought maybe it's magnetic or maybe it comes with it. No, it doesn't. So elastics are your friend if you want to be attaching your Noimo buddy to a bag strap. Another thing I like to bring are wet ones. These are so good for wiping down any sticky messes, say on your hands or like on a table or something that you're coming across. I just find these work so well. And these ones in particular are antibacterial, so great for also wiping off your hands. Florida weather can be very unpredictable, so I like to always carry a poncho with me. These ones in particular, you could just pick up from like a dollar store, and they're so small. They fold up really, really tiny and just fit really well into your bag. So if, say, you know, you're going into the parks and they're expecting rain, always just throw this in there. If you don't need it, great. If you do, at least you have it with you and it's not as bulky as, say, like a rain jacket. Hydration as well is very important. So I'm always going to be bringing a water bottle. This one I absolutely love. It is so easy to carry. It has a nice handle here. You could attach like a carabiner to it if you wanted to and just attach it to like one of your straps on you. This one actually is also going to fit into a Loungefly bag very easily. It can completely fit in there and the zipper will still close, which I love about this size of bottle. So I love to bring this with me. It is so important to stay hydrated, and this one is insulated. It's a very good idea to bring an insulated water bottle so your water stays nice and cold. To avoid getting hangry, I'm always bringing some sort of snacks with me, whether it be like Cliff Bars are really good or some sort of protein bar. These work really well. And then if you're wanting something sweet or something just really quick, Go-Go Squeeze is great. They're just like a little fruit snack, a little pick-me-up, that sort of thing. I like to carry these with me when I'm in between meals and I can't get something or I don't want to buy something in the park. These are just great as a quick snack and will help tie me over until I'm eating again. For electronics, since we are using our phones so much now in the parks, you're needing to use it for the app, you're taking pictures, you're taking video, you're doing so much on your phone battery is probably going to die or at least run down rather quickly. So I always like to bring power banks. One of these is more powerful than the other. So for example, this one has multiple connections to it, whereas this one only has one, which comes out at the top here. You can only charge one phone at a time. So it really depends on the day. Again, like how long am I going to be staying in the parks for? If it's going to be a full day and Alex might need to charge his phone as well, I'll bring the bigger one. This one is slightly heavier, so that is kind of a downside to it, but again, it's more powerful. And for this one, I might bring, if it's just like we're going back to the parks for the evening, just as a backup, just in case. Power cord as well for my phone, so I can actually use the power banks. And this cute Mickey light, it just clamps onto your phone and you can use it for extra lighting. It has 3 light modes. It's also great to have to see into your bag. If you're trying to find something in the bottom of the bag that's buried in there and there's no light around you, you can use this. These are also great to light up my face in like low light areas because at nighttime the phone cameras aren't so great in low light situations, so this is really useful for that as well. And then if I'm not wearing a hat like this, I will have my mini ears with me, of course, and then if I don't want to wear them anymore, I can just quickly throw them back into my bag off of my head and they're not going anywhere either. And of course, sunglasses to keep the sun out of your eyes. So that is everything that I'm carrying with me in my Disney park bag. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It helps out my channel in so many different ways. Subscribe if you're new. I do have much more Disney content just like this coming your way, and I will be going back to Walt Disney World in just a few short weeks, so the Disney vlogs will be coming. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone!